Today on BigCTV Episode 2, we're going to be taking you behind the scenes of our new studio, aka my room, show off my new setup. We'll also do a video review of Despicable Me 2. We'll do a test drive of a brand new feature of Netflix. Talk about next-gen consoles, and there's a few little hidden surprises along the way. So stay tuned. Hello everyone once again, welcome to BigCTV. My name is Chris, aka BigC43. Today is episode 2 of season 2, so it's the second new episode of the brand new format focusing on the entertainment industry. So let's kick things off right with a video review of Despicable Me 2.
Good night, Edith. Good night, Margo. Whoa, hold the horses. Who are you texting?
My friend Avery.
Avery. Avery. Is it a girl's name or a boy's name?
Does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter unless it's a boy.
I know what makes you a boy.
Who you do?
Your bald head.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes I stare at it and imagine a little chick popping out. Beep, beep, beep.
Good night, Agnes. Never get older.
Despicable Me 2, the film based on the 2010 hit Despicable Me, has been a difficult problem from the beginning. How do you make a sequel to a movie about a supervillain who stopped being a villain? Well, to answer that, they decided to go the secret agent route. Gru has his urges to do villainous things, and in order to cope with them and not completely give up on being a supervillain, he becomes a super spy working for the Anti-Villain League to help catch other supervillains. Sounds like an interesting plot, and it makes a lot of sense. The other thing that makes Gru's story this time around more interesting is the introduction of a love interest. His partner, voiced by Kristen Wiig, is extremely enjoyable to listen to and look at, and is a really enjoyable new character. Of course, the girls and the minions are the highlights of the movie. The minions, of course, play a little bit bigger role this time around than they did in the first one, and definitely steal the show. Little girls are always funny and good to follow in terms of the storyline. It's a great film with lots of great laughs, and it's one that you'll definitely want to check out, especially if you were a fan of the original. We award Despicable Me 2 a B. Alright, that was our video review of Despicable Me 2. Now, let's take a look around my room as we do our very first field trip, quote unquote. Hello BigCTV, this is Chris, and this is our first ever field trip where we take you out of the studio. Now this one's a little bit different because it's a in-field trip where I'm actually just showing you around my room. Haven't done this in a long time, so I figured it'd be a good time to do that with the new series. So what you're looking at right now is my new computer setup. I got it this year. It's a pretty nice setup. Everything's new except for the actual stand that I had for a while and the speakers. That's my new computer. It is a Dell XPS 7500, I believe. It was a top-of-the-line gaming computer last year. I got it for cheap because it was on clearance at Sam's Club. I'm quite happy with it. It's a great computer. It runs wonderfully. It can run pretty much anything I want it to. So I'm quite happy with that. As you can see, I have a lot of posters and just stuff flying around the room. There's a Star Tours tribute poster I made for my days on the opening team of Star Tours. That's for Star Wars weekend. It's got some glare on it, so it's hard to tell what it is, but it's a 3D poster of Darth Donald. There's my Die Hard poster that I got from the marathon for Die Hard, as well as I got a Man of Steel poster, Iron Man poster over there. This is My dresser, got a whole bunch of stuff on it. It's not the nicest right now. It's got a bunch of junk on it. I got all my stuff, my phone, my legendary helmet. That shark is from the last day Jaws was open at Universal. 3 Buzz Lightyears, all that good stuff. That's my work schedule. Got random maps and stuff on there. Over here is my poster I got for pre-ordering Destiny. Pretty happy with that. It's pretty cool looking. My Fast Pass from the Thrill Seeker, or sorry, not Thrill Seekers, Disney Point Single Rider song. Over here we got my Indiana Jones poster from the Indiana Jones Marathon, little one from Dark Knight, Midnight, Dark Knight Rises. There's my 4-H plaques and ribbons and stuff I won for various things with 4-H. Over here, Muppets poster, I got that from the midnight release of the Muppets. That's my helmet from the opening team for Star Tours. That's my cowboy hat I got signed from Frontierland when I left. Gryffindor baby. I'm a Gryffindor, so I got my Gryffindor banner. UCF flag, go Knights. That's just a whole bunch of random stuff. It's pretty cool looking, but nothing particularly of note up there. Here's what most people are interested in seeing. This is my gaming collection. This is all 360. I have a pretty good selection of 360 games. I'm hoping to get a bigger one soon because obviously you can see I'm running out of room for 360. Up here is PS3, Wii, and PS2. My Wii section is especially tiny, but PS3 is getting bigger as we go. There's a bag in front of it. That's PS2 and Xbox, the original Xbox. Down here is DVDs. I got a whole bunch of DVDs. A whole bunch of different things. The bottom is Blu-ray. So my Blu-ray collection is getting quite massive. I'm proud of it. There's a signed cast poster from my production of Beauty and the Beast I did in college. Last but certainly not least, my TV setup, which I had before. PS3, that's actually not my PS3, that's one I'm borrowing because my PS3 is out of whack. I might be buying it though, we'll see. I got The Last of Us and PlayStation All-Stars up here. Down here, it's kind of hidden, so I'm going to move so I can see it better. Move this computer out of the way. I have my old computer still because I have to get the data off of it, so that's why it's still here. There's my Wii 360, you got some games on top of it. You see Deadpool, Borderlands 2, the Killzone collection. Put those back up there. There's Kinect. If you can see it, there we go. There's Kinect, there's PlayStation Eye. There's my little receiver for Wii. And that's my room setup. Hope you enjoyed the tour. And that's going to do it for this field trip. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the tour of my new room setup. Next, we're going to move right along and do a test drive of a brand new feature for Netflix that's currently available only on the PlayStation 3 called Max. Take a look. Hello everyone, this is Chris, and we're doing a test drive of a brand new feature for Netflix called Max. Currently it's only available on the PlayStation 3 version, but we're going to take a test drive and let you see what it can do. It's supposed to be coming to other versions of Netflix later on, but right now it's exclusive to the PlayStation 3. So let's check it out. This should be the third one down. Now, I've already done the startup stuff for it, where you answer a few questions and it'll give you a first suggestion. So let's see what it does this time. Gotta load.
It's the Max from Netflix. Yeah. you're back. I see you kicked the tires a bit since we last talked. Done some browsing, watched a few titles, which is great, because like I said, the more I know about you, the easier it is for me to find other stuff you like. And really, it's all about making my job easier, right? Right. Speaking of my job, let's find you something awesome, perhaps? Pick your poison.
So now it gives me three options. I can pick TV comedies, action, or emotional. So let's go with TV comedies.
Laughs. Great. Now, to narrow that down further, let's take another trip through your past by way of the rating game. Let's do it.
So this is where you're going to be rating titles that you've seen. You can rate them in stars. Just say play if you want to watch it. Skip if you haven't seen it, or if you're not interested, just press not interested. I haven't seen Cheers, so I'm going to skip it. No idea what that is, but I'm not really interested in it. I've heard of that, but I haven't seen it. Again, heard of it, I haven't seen it. I've seen Everybody Loves Raymond, so let's rate it... let's give it a 4-star. Better Off Ted, I have not seen, so I'm going to skip it. Ugly Betty, haven't really seen it, nor am I particularly interested. Raising Hope, not really interested in it.
Nice.
We'll see what it lets me do.
Right up your alley.
Ah, Monk.
Monk. Crime scenes are so disorganized. You up for it?
Now, one other cool feature that it can do is a 30-second pitch where it tells you about whatever it is that's selected. So let's see the 30-second pitch from Monk.
My pleasure. Tony Shalhoub won a bunch of Emmys for playing obsessive-compulsive crime fighter Adrian Monk, and you will immediately see why. His crazy phobias and uncontrollable neatness make traditional police work a bit of a challenge. Like, the body at the murder scene doesn't really bug him as much as the knocked-over furniture. His attention to detail annoys the crap out of his boss and his assistant, but it also acts like a superpower. How can you not love a man who knows there's been a crime based on the angle of a lamp? Give it a shot. What do you think?
Alright. So that's a little taste of how Max affects your Netflix viewing. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a cool little new feature. Currently, like I said, it's exclusive to the PlayStation 3, but it's supposed to be coming to other versions of Netflix at a future date. So that's going to do it for this test drive of the brand new Netflix feature, Max. Hope you enjoyed it. Alright, we hope you enjoyed that test drive feature. Next is a brand new feature we like to call NextGen Corner. This is the feature that we're going to keep running throughout the course of the next-gen console launch. There's going to be plenty of new features coming to these next-gen consoles, and we're going to be talking about them in full detail. Especially because I plan on getting one of these next-gen consoles at launch. So next is a brand new feature called NextGen Talk. Alright, so by now, if you're not aware about what the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are, you've probably been living under a rock, or you really don't care about video games. In a nutshell, the Xbox One is an all-in-one entertainment box that features tons of cool features, including but not limited to TV functionality and interactive elements, as well as a required Kinect sensor, which is bundled with every system, allowing for additional motion control and other cool features. PlayStation 4, although slightly more powerful than the Xbox One, and I mean very, very slightly, doesn't come with quite as many features. However, it is $100 cheaper. So, obviously there's been a pretty constant back and forth about the next-gen consoles. The Xbox One, of course, has biggest boost, when Microsoft took back a couple of its most controversial policies that were announced at E3. Those, of course, being a requirement for an always-on connection. You have to always be connected to the internet every 24 hours or else the system will not function. As well as charging a fee on used games and games borrowed from friends. Because those two policies were retracted, the Xbox One is definitely in better shape than it was in before. PlayStation 4, of course, was simply banking on the fact that Microsoft didn't do a good job announcing these two features and bashed them pretty heavily. However, there are a couple announcements that have been made that are nice little features for Xbox One and a not so nice fail on the PlayStation 4's part. New feature for Xbox One that's been announced is you can actually hold codes up to your Kinect sensor, and rather than typing in a code like you do on the current gen systems, Kinect will scan it and it's in. Pretty cool feature. I mean, it's nothing revolutionary or anything, but it's definitely something that those of us who get lots of pre-order codes will definitely take advantage of. Now for the PlayStation 4, an unfortunate thing that was brought up by IGN is the fact that the PlayStation 4 no longer comes with its eye camera, or the PlayStation 4 camera. Because it no longer comes with this, that means that one of the major features included with the PlayStation 4 DualShock controllers will be completely useless. The idea is that the controllers will be motion sensing using the PlayStation camera, and so if players decide to switch positions in the middle of a game, the screen will follow them. That's a really cool feature. However, it's useless without the PlayStation camera, which is not included. You can buy it separately for $60, but because it's not included with every system, that's going to limit developer implications, as well as, I mean, how many people are going to buy it if nobody's making anything for it? So basically, Sony's doomed it to obscurity, unfortunately. So those are just a couple things I wanted to note on the next-gen consoles. As a future side note, we are going to be having a huge blowout, probably two-part episode, revealing the next-gen systems. More specifically, the Xbox One. I hope to be getting one at launch. We'll be doing a huge midnight launch event. We'll be doing an unboxing. We'll be doing playtests, all kinds of good stuff. Look for that in November. In the meantime, keep watching NextGen Talk for any more updates we have on the next-gen consoles. Alright, so that was NextGen Talk. Now we're going to do a little brief segment I like to call Hot Deals. Alright, so this week's Hot Deal, and this isn't going to be a weekly thing, it's just when we find one, we'll let people know about it. Anyway, this week's Hot Deal is the Ultimate Xbox Live Sale. Microsoft is discounting a whole bunch of full version games on their Games on Demand platform, resulting in very, very, very low prices. You can get games such as Prey for $3, the original Crisis, Red Alert 3, Dragon Age, Origins, tons of full version games available for $5. They also have some newer games on sale. On the first day of the sale, they had Borderlands 2 for $10. The sale continues through at least this week, and I believe it lasts longer than that. Each day, there's going to be an additional amount of games added to the sale. Some of the prices are pretty awesome. So if you're an Xbox member and you own an Xbox 360, do yourself a favor, take a look at the Games on Demand and see what games you might want to play for super low prices. Alright, so that is it for Hot Deals. Now, here's my little surprise that we're going to give you before we wrap up today's episode. Yesterday, of course, was the 4th of July. And so I recorded some video of fireworks being set off by yours truly and a few of my friends. So I hope you enjoy those. And that's going to do it for this episode of BigCTV. I hope you enjoyed our smash hit, full action-packed episode 2. Look for more episodes, hopefully one a week. I'm sure we'll have plenty more to talk about next week. So that's it from me. I'm Chris, aka Big C. Thank you for watching BigCTV. See you next week.
Okay, so it's supposed to.
That was really loud and didn't do anything. Let's try this one.
Oh, that's gonna leave.
Yeah. That's getting bigger. Ooh. Whoa. That was a disaster.
Yeah, I was.
Darn it. Yay!
That one didn't work, right?
No, but at least they did something.